It's the best day of the week. New truck day. Welcome to the channel if you've never been here before, and welcome back if you have. Today is a very special day that doesn't really happen necessarily a whole lot anymore. It is new truck day. I had an idea for a truck that seemed pretty cool. I saw one on Facebook that was a lot like what I wanted, but had a little bit different of a look. I was going to build one, so I bought a body, and then, I have the parts and everything, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hit this guy up. I hit him up, and for the money that I could spend at work versus building this thing and doing all this, and I also do like to collect other people's work as well. So we came to an agreement. I sent him some money, and then eventually he actually ended up needing some parts that I had. I sent him some parts, and we are now square on this. Without further ado, let's get this open, and I'll let you check it out and see what I got. I always wait until I'm recording to open up things, and sometimes it's pretty killer. I've been really busy the last couple days, building some things and getting ready for stuff, so and haven't been able to look at it because I haven't had time to sit and record, and this place is a wreck. Less of a wreck than it was. I'll give it that. I'll give myself that. This is probably the cleanest that this has been in 6 months. So, there we go. Oh my. What we have here is a Pinched NWSD Pajero body. Very cool. Super sick. What we have underneath that body is a NWSD Brat chassis. Leaf spring in the rear, links in the front. I do already have the servo mounts. He made me some custom bumpers for it, a custom rear bumper. So you have the A pillar, the B pillar, and then back here, you have a tie-in back here. Rock sliders, which are a little bit angled, not too bad. An asymmetrical window bar, so one in the middle and then one kind of kicked over. I told him that I was pretty open. But the only thing that I really needed was we have to build to a thing called mat proof. I went ahead and asked him to make this little down bar to support the back of this, and then I went ahead and asked him to put in these bars here that kind of go over and then back just to support it side to side a little bit. Then he asked me about decorative bars, and he put these in here, which I kind of like. It almost gives it like a like that 80s rear window thingy, the cover. I can't remember what the hell those are called. Anywho, this is all tigged, and it's chromoly, and I could not be happier with this thing because this is really light, to tell you the truth, for a chassis in general that's basically ready to go. And then this body actually slides right over it. I'm not exactly crazy about this thumb screw, but it is a really easy way to put this body on and off. And I think I can put like something else up there. I may be able to put like a little roof rack up there to kind of hide it. But other than that, he built it on 4.3 Swampers, and my plan was to use 4.19s. I do have some 4.3 Swampers, but they don't really do all that great around here. Some people will argue with me, but those people are wrong, that G8 just does not work. It's not good. He also threw in some stickers, which I am super excited about. Go check him out, Merchant Metal Fab. He's on Facebook, and I believe he's on Instagram as well. And tell him I sent you. Check out all the cool builds that he does. He does do some super cool stuff, and I am stoked to have this now in my collection. So I'm going to try to get this ready about as soon as possible, and we will go from there.
Many months later.
Alright, long time no see. So here is basically how I've gotten this together and where I'm at now. When we left off, this was pretty much straight from lathe, and now I have done some work to it. I have the transmission installed. I have a black jacket down here that is not, oh, it doesn't have a pinion, that's why. It is now wired to a Mamba Micro with a BEC and a Spectrum 215, so just a little 2-channel Reefs 555 servo, and I have deluxe shocks on it. So between what you just saw and then now, I've become a deluxe dealer, so I have all types of deluxe things sitting around, and I got some. I got the leaf spring mounts on the rear. I got a set of prototype rear F10T leaf spring mounts. These are the folded steel style, I guess, not the like CNC ones that you can get from JEC or could before their place burned down, and then now they're supposedly making them again. I don't know. Anyway, I got a set of those. I got them straight from Andre, as you know. Hopefully, I am a Scale Metal Supplies dealer as well. Plus, Andre literally lives like 45 minutes north of me. I see him twice a month or so, and he got me a set of these. Super, super nice. They fixed the pinion angle, the problem that I had. I tried using some different mounts, and they show, I mean, like, the pinion was at like a 50-degree angle, straight to the sky. So now I also have that. I got the leaf springs, got the shackles all figured out. I'm not 100% happy with them, but it is what it is. I found these shock mounts. I think they came with a TF2. They might be A&Ms. I'm not 100% sure. But I did lay down a set of 80s. So with a little bit of travel, it may need 90s in the back. I'm not 100% sure. I did try to put 90s up front, and it was way too much travel for a 4.19. So these now have 80s in them. The springs are way too soft for as heavy as this heifer is, and we'll have to fix that a little bit. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I did sell the JK Van Halen Juggy that Jordan had built for me, the Nilla Bear. I went to Beats Creek, and someone offered me more money than I could turn down. I told them the wheels did not go with it. No matter what, does not matter. You can't have them. Kept the wheels. Now they've gone on this, which I didn't really plan. But once I painted the body, then get on there. Then it just kind of came full circle. So I went ahead and painted this red. So this is a base coat of some sort of like flat cherry red or something, Krylon Fusion. And then I actually went and got the red metallic Mitsubishi color that these could have been, but I couldn't really find any, but supposedly there were some. I don't know. Anyway, I painted that. I put salt down, and then I painted that darker red color, and then I knocked all the salt off, took an SOS pad, kind of knocked everything all down, got that weathered kind of look. Salting is super, super easy. I would highly recommend using large grain like kosher salt instead of table salt, because table salt is a pain in the ass to get out of all these little cracks and stuff, which is why this still has some. And it's fine. Eventually it'll fall out and it'll show the red, and I'm not worried about it. So last night I did do a little bit of detail work. The turn signals are supposed to be clear and like a yellow tint, but it was really hard to convey that without cutting all that out and making them, and I'm not doing that. So I just went ahead and painted them yellow, took the testers, turn signal amber, painted over it a couple times, good to go. I did the same thing with the rear. I used stoplight red and then the turn signal amber over yellow on the rear, and then painted the surround in semi-gloss black. Semi-gloss black around the door frame. Not the whole door frame, I guess where the sill would be, and then the mirror mount. I got semi-gloss black over here around the windshield surround, and then back here where this would have been cut off before, well, where it was a window before it got cut off, I did that as well. I couldn't find info on this. Some pictures it looks like this thing is plastic, this whole little square, so I was going to paint it, and then I decided that I really wasn't, because I kind of like the way that this looks where it's all faded on top. And I don't want to try and replicate a lot of plastic, black plastic fade kind of thing. That does not sound fun at all. So what I'm going to try to do after this is get the electronics mounted, get everything all together, make sure that it works correctly. I mean, it should. It's pretty much a well-proven truck. I'll take it all apart, paint the chassis, probably black, put it all back together, get it running, and then we'll start building an interior for it. It's not going to be too crazy. It'll probably just be like a fast dash and maybe a console with a floor. Just something kind of quick and dirty like your mother. And done. I cannot wait to run this thing, because leaf spring in the rear and the coils in the front, like, it should be super, super cool. One thing I do have to figure out is steering, because I did some looking around, and this steering servo arm will directly come into contact with my panhard. So I may have to move the panhard around, or maybe do some bent links or bend the panhard. I'm not sure. Something. And we will go from there. I don't remember what the wheelbase is on this. I don't know if I talked about this earlier in the video or not, but the wheelbase is about 11 1/4-ish, 11 5/16, somewhere along those lines. Not short, but not a normal long wheelbase either. If I was going to stick with the original Pajero wheelbase, this thing would be like 9.5 inches, definitely under the 12.3, which is the standard crawler wheelbase, and also the size that your mother prefers, which is why she calls me. that pretty much sums up where I'm at with this. Has a transfer case in it. I did put incision drive shafts in it, but I'm missing a couple pins to go to the transfer case, and I'm missing the little jack shaft to go from the transmission down to the T case. This is very, very close to being at least runnable. Technically it is now with just a couple of drive shaft mods, but I'm just not there yet. I have a lot of ADD, and I skip around on projects because I get bored, and that's why you never see anything get done. So that's pretty much my new truck. It is 3, 4, 5, 6 months in the making. I'm not sure at this point, but I could not be happier with it. I thoroughly appreciate Leif building this for me. Merchant Metal Fab, if you need a cool custom truck. One of the few people that I would actually say, hey, go get something done. Definitely a good builder. Listened to everything I had to offer as far as opinions, took my opinions and ran with them, and took my idea and ran with it. And so I am pretty freaking happy. So I will leave you with some like hero shots. We'll go walk around a little bit and just show you the whole thing up close, and that will be all. Make sure to check me out on Facebook groups, and Instagram, Bullman Built RC across the board. Stay tuned for the bloopers, and check me out YouTube live on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern, normally with Jordan and Doug. That is all, and I will see you later. Bye! Sundays at nope. And then he asked me about They're so loud. YouTube. Without further ado, I hit up Leif Merchant. God damn it! I hit up Leif Merchant for metal. I thoroughly appreciate Leif for building this for me. I'm more. Hello there, go to Beirut and do a show there. Yeah, you laugh, take your motherfucking ass, get drafted. Something, fuck around, Tampax, anthrax napkin, or something like that. I don't remember the words. Somebody come over and steal my toilet paper or something because I put my ass on it or whatever. I want to smell it. All you gotta do to get in the group, answer the questions, make sure you're not a robot, we'll let you in. Don't be a douchebag. Don't be a little bitch. That's really all there is to it. Man, it's killing me. So, join if you want to. Don't if you don't. Tell me Facebook's stupid. I don't care. I don't really give a shit. That's my group. If you want in, you can do it. If not, that's cool too. Juggy, technically. Van Halen Juggy. Yes. Right? What the fuck? What those big ass holes for? I don't know. So I may end up... I'm not... Let's see. No. I'm just going to have to start all that over again. I might make something a little bit different for the body mount. It's one of those days. I can't make the tongue work.